So if you just put on your visionary hat, look into the future, what do you think the future of search looks like? And maybe even let's go with the bigger pothead question. What does the future of the internet, the web look like?
Mhm.
So what is this evolving towards? And maybe even the future of the web browser, how we interact with the internet.
Yeah. So if you zoom out, before even the internet, it's always been about transmission of knowledge. That's a bigger thing than search. Search is one way to do it. The internet was a great way to like disseminate knowledge faster, and started off with organization by topics, Yahoo categorization, and then uh, better organization of links, Google. Google also started doing instant answers through the knowledge panels and things like that. I think even in 2010s, one third of Google traffic, when it used to be like 3 billion queries a day, was just answers from instant answers from the Google Knowledge Graph,
Mhm,
which is basically from the Freebase and Wikidata stuff.
mhm,
So it was clear that like at least 30 to 40% of search traffic is just answers, right? And even the rest, you can say deeper answers, like what we're serving right now. But what is also true is that with the new power of like deeper answers, deeper research, um, you're able to ask kind of questions that you couldn't ask before. Like could you have asked questions like AWS, is AWS all on Netflix without an answer box? It's very hard.
mhm,
Or like clearly explain to him the difference between search and answer engines.
mhm.
And so that's going to let you ask a new kind of question, a new kind of knowledge dissemination. And I just believe that we're working towards neither search or answer engine, but just discovery, knowledge discovery. That's the bigger mission, and that can be catered to through chatbots, answer bots, uh, voice form factor usage. But something bigger than that is like guiding people towards discovering things. I think that's what we want to work on at Perplexity, the fundamental human curiosity.
So there's this collective intelligence of the human species sort of always reaching out for
Yeah,
more knowledge, and you're giving it tools to reach out at a faster rate.
correct.
Do you think like, the measure of knowledge of the human species will be rapidly increasing
I
over
hope
time?
so. And even more than that, if we can change every person to be more truth seeking than before, just because they are able to, just because they have the tools to, I think it'll lead to a better world. Um, More knowledge, and fundamentally, more people are interested in fact checking and like uncovering things rather than just relying on other humans and what they hear from other people, which always can be like politicized or, having ideologies. So I think that sort of impact would be very nice to have, and I hope that's the internet we can create, like through the Pages project we're working on. Like we're letting people create new articles
Mhm.
without much human effort, and I hope like the insight for that was your browsing session, your query that you asked on Perplexity doesn't need to be just useful to you. Jensen says this in his thing, right? That I do my one is to ends, and I give feedback to one person in front of other people, not because I want to like put anyone down or up, but that we can all learn from each other's experiences. Like, why should it be that only you get to learn from your mistakes? Other people can also learn, or another person can also learn from another person's success. So that was the insight that okay, like, why couldn't you broadcast what you learned from one Q&A session on Perplexity to the rest of the world? And so I want more such things. This is just the start of something more
Mhm.
where people can create research articles, blog posts, maybe even like a small book on a topic. If I have no understanding of search, let's say, and I wanted to start a search company, it'll be amazing to have a tool like this where I can just go and ask how does bots work, how do crawlers work, what is ranking, what is BM25. In like 1 hour of browsing session, I got knowledge that's worth like 1 month of me talking to experts. To me, this is bigger than search or internet. It's about knowledge.
Yeah, Perplexity Pages is really interesting. So there's the natural Perplexity interface where you just ask questions, Q&A, and you have this chain. you say that that's a kind of playground that's a little bit more private.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to take that and present that to the world in a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more organized way, first of all, you can share that, and I
Mm-hmm.
have shared that
Yeah.
as it by itself.
Yeah.
But if you want to organize that in a nice way to create a
Yeah.
Wikipedia style page,
Yeah.
you can do that with Perplexity pages. The difference there is subtle, but I think it's a big difference
Yeah.
in the actual what it looks like. So
Yeah.
it is true that there is certain Perplexity sessions where I ask really good questions and I discover really cool things. And that is by itself could be a canonical experience that if shared with others, they could also see the profound insight that I have found.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see what that looks like at scale. I mean, I would love to see other people's journeys because my own have been beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you discover so many things. There's so many aha moments. It does encourage the journey of curiosity. This
Yeah,
is true.
exactly. That's why on our Discover tab, we're building a timeline for your knowledge. Today it's curated, but we want to get it to be personalized to you, interesting news about every day. So we imagine a future where just the entry point for a question doesn't need to just be from the search bar.
Mhm.
The entry point for a question can be you listening or reading a page, listening to a page being read out to you, and you got curious about one element of it, and you just asked a follow up question to it. That's why I'm saying it's very important to understand your mission is not about changing the search. Your mission is about making people smarter and delivering knowledge. And the way to do that can start from anywhere. It can start from you reading a page, it can start from you listening to an article.
And that just starts your journey.
Exactly. It's just a journey, there's no end to it.
How many alien civilizations are in the universe? That's a journey that I'll continue later for sure. Reading National Geographic, it's so cool. Like by the way, watching the Pro Search operate is it gives me a feeling like there's a lot of thinking going on. It's cool.
Thank you.
You
By the
can.
way, as a kid, I loved Wikipedia rabbit holes a lot.
Yeah. Okay, going to the Drake equation. Based on the search results, there is no definitive answer on the exact number of alien civilizations in the universe. And then it goes to the Drake equation, recent estimates, and 20. Wow, well done. Based on the size of the universe and the number of habitable planets, SETI. What are the main factors in the Drake equation? How do scientists determine if a planet is habitable? Yeah, this is really, really, really interesting. One of the heartbreaking things for me recently, learning more and more, is how much human bias, can seep into Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, so Wikipedia is not the only source we use. That's why.
because Wikipedia is one of the greatest websites ever created to me.
Right.
It's just so incredible that crowdsourced you can take such a big step towards.
But it's too human control, and you need to scale it up.
Yeah,
which is why Perplexity is the right way to go.
The AI Wikipedia, as you say, in the good sense of
Yeah,
Wikipedia.
and Discover is like AI Twitter.
At its best, yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Yes.
Twitter is great. It serves many things. There's like human drama in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's news. There's like knowledge you gain. But some people just want the knowledge. Some people just want the news without any drama.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have gone and tried to start other social networks for it. But the solution may not even be in starting another social app. Like Threads try to say, oh yeah, I want to start Twitter without all the drama. But that's not the answer. The answer is like, as much as possible, try to cater to the human curiosity, but not to the human drama.
Yeah, but some of that is the business model. So that
Correct.
if it's an ads model, then
that's
the
why
drama.
It's easier as a startup to work on all these things without having all these existing. Like the drama is important for social apps because that's what drives engagement, and advertisers need you to show the engagement time.
Yeah, and so that's the challenge. You'll come more and more as Perplexity scales up.
Correct.
As figuring out how to avoid the delicious temptation of drama, maximizing engagement, ad driven, all that kind of stuff. That for me personally, just hosting this little podcast, I'm very careful to avoid caring about views and clicks and all that kind of stuff, so that you don't maximize the wrong thing.
Yeah,
you maximize the cool. Well, actually, the thing I actually mostly try to maximizing, and Rogan's been an inspiration in this, is maximizing my own curiosity.
Correct.
Literally, my inside this conversation, and in general, the people I talk to, you're trying to maximize, clicking the related.
Huh.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's the final solution. It's just a start.
By the way, in terms of guests for podcasts and all that kind of stuff, I do also look for the crazy wild card type of thing. So it might be nice to have in related, even wilder sort of directions.
Right.
Because right now it's kind of on topic.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's sort of the RL equivalent of the epsilon greedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you want to increase it.
Oh, that'd be cool if you could actually control that parameter literally.
I mean, yeah.
Just kind of like, how wild I want to get. Because maybe you can go real wild.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.